Hey guys, welcome back to Compound Interest. Just a quick question. Did your account get stimulated? Because I know mine did. Let's talk about 3 ways that you can grow that stimulus check. Just stay tuned for this quick disclaimer and we'll jump right into it. Hey guys, it's Maverick here with Compound Interest, where we help you grow yourself and your future by uncomplicating finances. And if this is your first time to the channel, thanks for checking us out. And if you could, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and it makes the YouTube algorithm happy. And as you know, when you hit that like button, I'm still drinking Corona. All right, so before we get into what we're going to talk about today, which is three ways to invest your stimulus check, we're going to go through the markets real quick as per usual, and then I'm going to go through the coronavirus cases that are currently right now in the world, in the United States. I'm sure this number is going to be huge. I actually am filming this on a much later date than I normally do. Because I wanted my numbers to be more accurate to when I talk instead of them being like on Tuesday. So I'm filming this literally the night before I upload this video. So it should be interesting to see what stuff is out. And then bonus, if you've been following the channel, as you can see, I got a freaking haircut finally. The camera quality on my computer sucks so much so you can't really tell how good it is. But my wife actually did a pretty good job of cutting my hair. It's a little bit shorter than I want to like, but hey, no more Mountain Mav. I feel like I look a little bit more professional. I miss my studio and my office. But anyway, so let's jump into the markets real quick. All right, so here are the markets. So just going over the whole Dow Jones Industrial Average. I'm loving this rally that we have going on that is, bought and paid for by the U.S. government. This is clearly just money being pumped in the economy from the $2 trillion stimulus package. And if you look right now, this is looking like a ugly rising wedge. I mean, this looks like it's just going to break down hard. It may not, but if you just see right here, why is this doing that? Stop that. That just looks like a giant rising wedge. And if you take your fib retracement here, this is just from a technical standpoint. This isn't driven by news. It's just technicals. Rising wedges like this tend to break to the downside. And we're coming up here on the golden pocket, which is the Fibonacci retracement right here of the 618. The golden pocket's between the 618 and 65. Typically, when you hit this area, there's some sort of major event, either up or down. My prediction is obviously down because we're clearly just being propped up right now. They're trying to make this seem like it's not as bad as it actually is. And to me, this just looks ugly. And I think we're going to come down either hard or gradually over time. So that's what's going on. So that's not really great news. But I mean, for now, if you rode this rally up, good for you. You're probably making some money. But I would consider a short position here very shortly. Moving on to Bitcoin. Oh, this is not Bitcoin. This is still, wow, good job there. Connecting to the internet would help. Let's go to, all right, well, this will work. Let's pull the same Fibonacci extension here. You can see Bitcoin looking like it's starting to do the same thing. Like I said, it's not supposed to be correlated with the markets, but since, like I stated in previous videos, that it's still an immature asset class, it not looking too bueno. Anyway, let's take our fib retracement from the top here. Why is this being such a jerk? This is the wrong. We want to take it from the place where it took a crap. So if you take your fib retracement here from when this thing started dumping, you can see right here the golden pocket and look at the reaction that Bitcoin's having. So anybody that says Fibonacci sequence isn't a real thing, I mean, there's typically some sort of reaction in market when you hit these areas. I mean, look at the short position you could have taken and made money here, and it looks like we're entering that pocket again for a double top. So I think Bitcoin's going to come down as well. But that's what's going on in the markets. It's not a good sign, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't act like I know everything or I can't predict the future, especially with all the uncertainty. But this is just from a technical standpoint. Let's get into coronavirus cases. Bummer. 2.4 million cases worldwide, 165,000 deaths. So, I mean, to me personally, I'm surprised that this isn't more. I know that's weird for me to say, but I think it's just because people aren't tested and we don't really know how many people. This could be 15 million people. This could be 100 million people because there's so many people that are so asymptomatic with coronavirus that you just don't know. United States. Oh God. We got over 700,000 cases, 37,000 deaths. So if you look at the world number and what the United States is doing, we are like what 1/4 of all the cases. Almost 40,000 deaths. What's weird is my state in Ohio was supposed to be one of the states that did an amazing job of flattening the curve. But if you look at this from the CDC, Ohio is up there in some of the majority of cases, 10,000 or more, according to this. So I'm not sure why Mike DeWine's being praised so much if we're up there in the top number of cases. Honestly, that's not really fair to say. I think he's done a good job in response. This is just, we got hammered pretty hard and it spread quick, So I take all that back. I think he's done a pretty good job. I don't want to be a jerk about it. This stuff, so it's impossible, in my opinion, to contain something, a silent killer that you can't see, that's hard to trace. So anyway, that's how many cases we got going on right now, and I'm sad. Look at this chart. I mean, this is just exploded throughout this country. Everybody says that the peak is coming in May. I don't believe it. All right, so let's get back to the topic at hand. I'm sorry my camera took a shit. Anyway, or should I say my computer took a shit. Anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand, and we're going to go over the 3 investments you can do to grow your stimulus money, or in my opinion, you could probably double it with these. The first one we're going to talk about is going to be right over, I don't know, mirroring if this is over here or over there. Whatever is under the compound interest thing, it's going to show up over the fancy new background I have. Is to pay off high interest debt. Now, I know you're sitting here like, Mav, that's not investing. Well, here's the thing. Compound interest works both ways. It can work for you or against you. And if you have something that has over 5% interest right now, you should be paying off that high interest debt with it if you can, because when you free up that cash flow, you now have the opportunity to use that money in your favor instead of it working against you. And for a lot of people, that's a big deal right now. Imagine being able to free up an extra $100 or a couple $100 a month, and just by paying off credit cards or some other kind of debt. So that's number one, and I think it's important that you should at least consider doing that. Now, all these things are not financial advice. I have to state that I am not a financial advisor anymore. I used to be a financial planner, but I'm not anymore. So, as always, consult with a professional, do your own research, all that stuff. The second thing you can do is invest in the stock market. And you're going to be like, what? Mav, but the stock market is going down. Yes, it is going down, and it will probably continue to go down. So I suggest being patient on this one and not doing it right away. And again, don't blame me if you invest and lose your money. The reason why I'm suggesting this is because there are industries right now that this virus has proven that are always going to be there and are always going to be needed. Now, I'm not specifically telling you which ones in these industries you should invest in, but I would specifically try and find dividend stocks inside of these different industries, and they are healthcare, utilities, and consumer staples. If you can find stocks in those industries that are paying a good dividend, I would suggest doing that. Maybe not right this second. I would personally wait to see what the market does. I stated that we're probably being propped up right now by the U.S. government, this little rally that we're having. So I would wait to do it. But that's what I would do with the $1,200. And if you're lucky and you're married, maybe you're getting $2,400, or you have a couple kids and you're getting the full amount, which is awesome. Either way, this is something I would recommend. All right, and the third and final thing that you could invest your stimulus check into is either precious metals or cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. You're in this type of uncertainty, you really want to try and find some assets that don't correlate with the market. I get that cryptocurrency is kind of correlating with the market because of it being an immature asset class, but as it matures, it will eventually do whatever it wants to do in its own way. It's a deflationary asset. There's a finite amount. It has applications, just like gold and precious metals do. They will be good insurance for what's to come. I think all the stimulus money, and I don't think the government's done either with bailing people out. I think that this is going to cause some sort of, I don't know, hyperinflation, but it's definitely going to mess with a lot of things. And having your money hedged in some way, shape, or form that's different than just your 401k or relying on some sort of pension plan or anything of that sort that's tied to the government or markets is a smart decision. So personally, for me, if you I bought not bought, but I have some gold and silver, and the price has gone from $1,500 to $1,700 an ounce for gold in the past really 2 months since this has all gone on. And all the crazy experts are predicting it to go to 2,000, 2,500, and with the halving going on with Bitcoin, people are talking about $100,000 Bitcoin now. I don't know why people throw out these crazy just numbers about where they think it's going to go. There's not one person that knows where anything's going to go. So just those two asset classes will continue to appreciate and become more valuable in the next decade. I think that's how long probably all the effects of this are going to take. Not that the coronavirus is going to be around for the next decade, or we're going to be in a recession or depression for the next decade, but the inflation felt from this will grow over the next decade, and prices are going to continue to go up, and the dollar is going to be worth way less than it is now, which is crazy considering it's already lost 98% of its purchasing power. So those are the three investment ideas that I would consider. Take them however you wish, use them or don't. It doesn't bother me. I would like to hear what your guys' plans are for your stimulus check, and I'm happy that you got stimulated. I don't know why that word just kind of makes me laugh. It just does. But yeah, let me hear what you guys' plans are, and post them in the comments, or send me a message on Facebook, or send me an email. Also, lastly, my wealth building kit that's free is down in the description below. I haven't had it listed in the past couple of videos. When all this stuff changed over and I started filming on a computer, I completely took that out for some reason. I'm not sure why. So please get that kit. It has budgeting worksheets. It has really great books in it that are free downloads, such as Rich Dad Poor Dad with Robert Kiyosaki and Money and Gold with Mike Maloney. And they are great reads, and they will help get your mind in the right place to help grow yourself and grow your wealth. So till next time, guys, if you could please hit that like and subscribe button. As you know, it helps out the channel, makes the YouTube algorithm happy, and when you hit that like button, I drink Lovely Corona. I'm crazy. I am willingly putting Corona into my body. Maybe I'm not that smart after all. Anyway, till next time, guys, stay safe, stay vigilant, and I'll see you guys in the next video.